Okay, let's start with basic principles of organic chemistry. So basically, DPPs में the first chapter is entirely about nomenclature, divided into different sections. So first is the general fundamental part. We go one by one. Let's start with DPP 1.1, the seventh one. The IUPAC name of the alkane is. Now the bond line formula is given and the longest chain can be selected as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The parent would be octane and the numbering can be done from which side?
Right.
If you do it from right, you're getting 2, 6 and 7, meaning the locants would be 2, 2, 6, 6 and 7. And if you number from the left hand side, you will get 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3 and 7, 7. So which will be the correct numbering?
First one.
First one. Why?
The relative numbering is lower.
Relative numbering is lower. अब यहाँ पर दो चीजें हैं. First is about the sum of the locants and second is the first rule, the rule of the first substituent position. मतलब यहाँ पर सबसे पहले you have to look at the preference of the rule which is related with the position of the substituent. Matlab, you have to compare the numbers one by one. So 2 and 2 clashes. Then 2 and 3 when you compare, the 2 is relatively smaller as compared to the third position. और उसके आगे आपको positions नहीं देखना होता है. But then यही rule अगर आप sum of locants की बात करो, then if I take the sum for the first one, it will be 4 plus 10, 16, 23 and this will be coming out to be 22. So as per the sum of the locants का rule, this would be the correct numbering. As per the relative position या फिर the first preference to the substituent position, this will be gaining the priority. So this is the question wherein the priority should be given to the substituent ka position and you have to check the positions one by one. The one which is having the smaller with respect to each other, matlab comparing 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 gains the priority of the lower number as compared to the third. This will be considered to be the correct locants or the correct positions. Clear? Despite of the sum of the locants being higher, this will gain the priority. Samjha? So the answer to this will be option C. Preference to the lower numbering of the substituent. One more example I'll just give. Let's say there is a cycloalkene with a methyl here and here. What would be the name?
2,3 dimethyl cyclopenta 1-diene.
Penta 1-diene. There are 2 double bonds.
Sorry.
Penta नहीं आएगा.
Cyclo.
हाँ, cyclohexene ना. You told penta.
Sorry.
2,3 dimethyl. So it will be 1, 2 and 3. So 2,3 dimethyl cyclohexane. Now if you go with the priority of the substituent का numbering, then 2, 3 के हिसाब से the locants का position is okay. But if I just try to number it from here and go in the clockwise direction, then I'll get the substituents ka position as 1, 6. And here, when I compare 2, 3 with 1, 6, this one will be gaining the priority. मतलब actually ये older nomenclature के हिसाब से correct name है. 100% it is correct. but as per the new rules of nomenclature, अगर हम rule of substituent numbering यानी order of preference देखें, तो this will be gaining the priority. मतलब you can consider both the names as correct, but this will be correct as per the old nomenclature and this will be correct as per the new and the modified rules. मतलब यहाँ पर 1 will be gaining the priority despite of some of the locants being higher, क्योंकि यहाँ पर sum होता है 5 और यहाँ पर sum होगा 7. Very clear with this? तो यही चीज मैंने ऊपर भी आपको बताया with the order of preference. Clear? अब अगर more correct बोले तो यहाँ पर as per the new rules this will be considered as a more correct name. मतलब अगर दो options है और उसमें से आपको correct option choose करना है तो this 1,6-dimethyl cyclohexaene would be the more correct name. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so order of priority or order of preference to the substituent numbering versus the sum of the locants, the first one gains the priority. That's it. Next. The IUPAC name of the compound is. So this CH is having CH2, 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 CH3, that is the butyl group repeated twice. So जब भी इस format में दिया है तो you just open up the structure and rewrite and then only name the compound. So CH के पास there is butyl and one more butyl. Okay, tell me the longest chain will be of how many carbon atoms?
9.
9. Because if you go in the straight chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 मिलेगा. अगर आप ये ब्यूटाइल और ये ब्यूटाइल को साथ में लेते हो तो you will get 9 and और बाकी सारी possibilities अगर देखोगे तो 9 से ज़्यादा कोई भी chain नहीं है. So this will be considered as the longest chain. Now this entire group will be considered as a
Substituent.
substituent, and since there is a symmetry in the structure, मतलब ये substituent कहीं से भी number करो, you are getting the same locant position, so it doesn't matter from where we number. Okay, now how do we name this complex substituent? What was the rule?
Find the longest chain from the radical.
And numbering should also be done from the radical. मतलब radical से longest chain, radical से numbering. That was the rule. Radical से numbering, radical से longest chain. So 1, 2, and 3. So now this entire group will be named as 1,2-dimethyl propyl, which is on the 5th carbon, and the parent will be of nonane. So the answer is option C. Next, 14th one. How many sp3 hybridized carbon atoms are there in the given anti-cancer compound? Podophyllitoxin. sp3 hybridized carbon कितने हैं? In this cyclic ring, how many? Starting with the first cyclic ring, how many sp3 carbon?
1.
1.
1. This one is the sp3 carbon. Next is the benzene ring. All carbons are sp2. Third cyclic ring में, this single bonded carbon, all are sp3, and even this single bonded carbon on the other ring is sp3. Next ring में देखोगे तो it's benzene, all carbon are sp2. Next, OMe is having any sp3 carbon?
Yes.
Yes, Me is the abbreviation of methyl, and methyl is CH3, which is sp3 hybridized. So don't forget to count this carbon atoms of the methyl group. So overall sp3 carbon are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, and 9. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 21. In 4 options given, how many of them have isopropyl group? तो नाम दिए हैं, we have to make the structure and identify whether there is isopropyl group or not. So 2-methyl pentane will have 5 carbon ka parent and 1 carbon branched on second. Is there an isopropyl group?
Yes.
Yes. In fact, 2-methyl and parent of whatever alkane, if you see, then this part of the chain will always represent an isopropyl group. So this definitely contains isopropyl. 2,2-dimethyl butane is actually the IUPAC name for a new alkane, or new में this part of the chain always represents a
Third butyl.
third butyl group. So obviously it will not contain the isopropyl group. Then 4-ethyl 2,3-dimethyl octane. Now without even drawing the structure, can you identify whether there is isopropyl or not?
Yes.
Yes, क्योंकि 2 पे there is a methyl का branch and there is single methyl ka branch on the second carbon, it will represent the isopropyl group. So definitely yes. And 4, 1-methyl ethyl heptane. 1-methyl ethyl. The heptane is the parent and 4th carbon पे जब आप 1-methyl ethyl draw करोगे, so ethyl will be the parent starting from the radical and उसका first carbon मतलब radical वाला carbon will have the methyl group. So this is nothing but the IUPAC name of isopropyl group. So if you know directly, then without drawing the structure मिल जाता, और अगर नहीं पता है तो you can draw the structure and identify. So this also contains the isopropyl group. So 3 of the compounds in the question have isopropyl group. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So 1.2 में 7th one, the swastik structure. Okay, so IUPAC name of the compound. How many carbons can be selected in the parent? कहीं से भी select करो, you are going to get a
5.
5 carbon का parent. And this substituent would be called
Ethinyl.
Vinyl.
vinyl in the common name, ethinyl in the IUPAC. So it will be 3, 3 diethinyl, penta 1 and 4 diene. So the correct answer is option C. 8th one, IUPAC name. How many carbons in the parent?
10.
And numbering should be done such that both the double bonds are included in the parent chain. So you have to select this double and this double bond as a part of the chain. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And numbering should be done in such a way that the substituent gets the lowest possible number. So it will be done from the right hand side. And now this will be ethyl, this is methyl, methyl, and methyl. 7 पे ethyl, 2, 4, and 5. Trimethyl. Even 6 has a methyl. Okay. There is a substituent here. Okay. So 6 पे भी है तो tetramethyl and deca 1, 8. Just by looking at the position also, you can understand the correct nomenclature. 1,8-diene hona chahiye and parent deca hai, so that is only one option, that is A. Next, 10th one, which among the following is the correct IUPAC name of isoamylene? Now, amyl is another name for pentyl. Amyl is another name of pentyl. Remember it, very important. So isoamylene matlab isopentylene ही हो गया. Now to draw isopentylene, what is the first thing to start with? कोई भी iso structure draw करने के लिए, what is the first thing to be drawn?
Isopropyl.
Isopropyl. And isopropyl में how many carbons gone?
3.
3. So remaining 2 carbons will be present as the parent chain and it will be having a double bond. So satisfying the valency, this will be the structure for isoamylene. अब इसका IUPAC name के लिए the numbering will be done from the right side and it will be 3-methyl but 1-ene. तो इसमें important ये था कि amyl is same as pentyl group. Okay. Degree of unsaturation in this artistic diagram which represents a man. Okay, so unsaturation कितना है? Now du का concept अगर apply करो तो direct है, what will be the du value here?
8.
Because a cyclic ring consists of 1 du, a double bond has 1 du and a triple bond has 2 du. So 2 for the cyclic ring, 2 for the double bond and 4 for the 2 triple bonds. So the correct degree of unsaturation would be equal to 8. Okay. Now if I ask you the molecular formula of this compound, we have to just count the number of
Carbon.
carbons. So 4 here, 5 here, 9 हो गया, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right. So C17 के साथ first you write the molecular formula of an
Alkane.
alkane, which is CnH2n plus 2. So it will become 36. And now for Du equal to 8, how many hydrogens are deficient?
16.
16. 1 Du corresponds to 2 hydrogen, 8 Du will correspond to 16 hydrogen deficient, and that's why the molecular formula is C17H20. C17H20. Now, इसी में, if I ask you the carbon-carbon sigma bonds, it will be equal to
16.
16. Every 2 carbon atoms will be joined by a sigma. So जितने carbon होंगे, one less would be the number of CC sigma bonds, directly 16. The number of CH sigma bonds will be equal to
20.
number of hydrogen atom itself. जितने भी H है, they are all bonded to carbon by a single bond. तो ये shortcut बताया था कि direct from the molecular formula sigma and pi को calculate करने का trick. जितने कार्बन, one less would be the CC sigma bonds. जितने hydrogen, उतने CH sigma bonds. Then the number of double bonds are observed from the structure, which will be equal to 2. And the number of triple bonds will be equal to, again, 2. So this will give you the number of pi bonds equal to
6.
6. And the number of sigma bonds equal to
36.
36. Here, so just with the du and the number of carbon, you get the molecular formula, you get the individual sigma and the pi bonds, and total number of sigma and pi bonds could be easily identified. That's the power of du. The concept is very important. Okay, 12th one. Match the IUPAC name from column 1 with their features from column 2. There may be more than one match for the quantity from column 1 with the quantities from column 2. So I've listed down the column 1 IUPAC names, and column 2 may the options are has only 3 carbon collinear, has 4 carbon collinear. Substitution of hydrogen by chlorine gives a single product. Substitution of hydrogen by chlorine gives 3 different products, excluding stereoisomers. Okay, so let's start by drawing the structure. 3344 tetramethyl 1 pentyne. So we will draw a carbon chain of 5 carbon. 1 pentyne matlab triple bond at the first carbon. 3344 dimethyl, meaning there are tetramethyl, there are 4 substituents, and it will be ended with CH3 and H over here. So structure तैयार है. अब how many carbon atoms are collinear? मतलब lying in the straight line in the same plane for the structure given. So these 2 carbon atoms are sp hybridized. They are definitely linear. And the triple bonded carbon, which is bonded to the single bonded carbon, meaning जो carbon carbon sp3 है, even that will be in the same line. But then बाकी सारे जो bonds हैं, they will be arranged in the tetrahedral manner because of the sp3 hybridized. But जो carbon sp3 hybridized के थ्रू बॉन्ड कर रहा है, obviously it's going to be in the same line. मतलब यहाँ पर the number of carbon atoms which are collinear are 3. So A will have a match with P. ठीक है. Second option 4 carbons collinear नहीं हो सकता. अब substitution of H by chlorine. If I do the substitution of 1 H by the chlorine, how many unique or different products can I get for this compound? इसको फाइंड करना इजी है. First of all, this H can be substituted by Cl to give one product. Substituting the H from any of the methyl groups will give me one product. तो यहाँ से एक मिलेगा. And this 3 methyl are bonded to the same carbon. So whether I substitute the H of this methyl, this or this, it's going to give me one single product. मतलब one will be obtained from the sp carbon, second from this, and third from this. मतलब I will be getting 3 different products, and these will be the structural isomers. We are not talking about the stereoisomers as of now because they have already told to exclude the stereoisomers. So it will be P and S. Up to butane में you will have the structure as H3C, C triple bond C, and CH3. Now tell me what will be the correct match for this. How many carbons collinear, and substitution will give how many unique products?
4 carbons collinear and 1 unique product.
Yes, because substituting the H of any of the methyl group is going to give you a single product because of the symmetry. मतलब 4 carbon collinear है and एक ही single product मिलेगा. Whereas but1-ine, which is having the acidic carbon, यहाँ पर how many carbons are collinear?
3.
3, and substitution will give how many unique products?
3.
3, because you can substitute the H from here, from the CH2 and from the triple bond CH. मतलब C will match with 3 carbons collinear and 3 different products PS. अब D के लिए, let's draw the structure first. You have a 6 carbon parent with third carbon having a triple bond. Second carbon is having 2 methyl and fifth carbon is also having 2 methyl. that is find the valency, you will get H3 and H3. How many carbons are collinear here?
4.
4 are collinear. And substitution will give how many unique products?
2.
No,
Sorry, 1.
just one, because there is a symmetry in the molecule. So एक part तो पूरा ruled out है. और इसमें this 3 methyl groups are on the same carbon atom. Same carbon पे होगा तो substitution यहाँ करो या कहीं और करो, it is going to give you a single product only. Clear? Next, the correct name of the compound CH3CN is. Now it's not IUPAC name, but the name of CH3CN is.
Methyl cyanide.
Methyl cyanide is the common name. What is IUPAC?
Ethan 1 nitrile.
Ethane 1 nitrile. 1 is optional because terminal functional group will always have a position 1. So you can just name it as ethane nitrile. And there is one more name which is with respect to the methyl group and the prefix of the carboxylic acids which is used. And the rule of that nomenclature is identify the prefix with respect to the alkyl group and add the word O-nitrile. If you remember the prefix for R equal to H, what is the prefix used?
For form.
Form. H के लिए the prefix used is form. Then methyl,
Acid.
acid, ethyl,
Prop.
na,
Propion.
propion. Acid के बाद we have propion. Then for propyl,
Valor.
butyl, and for butyl you have valor. These are very important prefixes for the common name or the commercial name, you can say. So for R equal to methyl, the prefix is acet, and उसी से acetic acid, acetaldehyde, acetate for ester, ये सारे nomenclature related है. So even the cyanides are named with respect to that prefix, that is acet, and then added with O-nitrile. So cyanides could be named in 3 ways: common name, IUPAC, and the prefix wala name. So the answer for this is all. Let me give one more example. If I have CH3, CH2, CH2, and CN. Common name. Common name.
Butyl O nitrile.
That is commercial name. That is correct. Butyl plus O-nitrile. Now, there is something missing in this particular name.
1.
9. 1 is the numbering that is used in IUPAC. Butyl is the prefix which is given with respect to propyl, and propyl mein there are two possibilities. Either it can be N-propyl like CH3, CH2, CH2 in the straight chain, or it can be isopropyl as CH3, CH, CH3 with the radical on the secondary carbon. So if you have the straight chain, then you will write N-butyl. If you have this as the chain, you will write isobutyl या sec-butyl. But more commonly used किया है iso. So the correct name of this would be
N.
N. So N-butyronitrile. So जैसे मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ सिर्फ प्रोपाइल लिखना गुनाह है, वैसे यहाँ पर ब्यूटर will have two prefixes to be applied before butyr. N-butyr हो सकता है या isobutyr हो सकता है. वैसे ब्यूटाइल में how many butyl structures are possible? ब्यूटाइल के कितने स्ट्रक्चर्स पॉसिबल होते हैं? Propyl have two structures, butyl have
4.
4.
4. And what are the prefixes for those butyl groups?
N iso sectored.
N isosectored. तो वेलेर के लिए भी सिर्फ वेलेर लिखना गुनाह होगा, मतलब it will be wrong, it will be incomplete. It will be N veler, iso veler, sec veler, and tert veler. Be clear with that. Let me give one example to make it more clear. If I have CH3C, CH3, CH3, and CN, what will be the prefix wala name?
New Valor Cyanide.
Tert
No, veler
valor.
cyanide. Yes, Gautam.
Tert valor.
Tert veler and पूरा नाम?
O nitrile.
Perfect. See, cyano के पहले जो alkyl group है, that is of how many carbon?
4.
4. मतलब collectively, can I say this represents a butyl group? And for the butyl group, the prefix we have used is valer. So obviously, valeronitrile यहाँ पर नाम होना चाहिए. अब valeronitrile is an incomplete name. That's what I'm explaining here. So to make it complete, this butyl is not N-butyl, isobutyl, or sec-butyl. It is tert-butyl. That is why the correct name would be tert-valer-O-nitrile. Tert-valer-O-nitrile. समझा? Everyone.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. सो वैसे ही यहाँ पर ब्यूटर में सिर्फ ब्यूटर लिखना इनकम्प्लीट होगा. यू हैव टू नेम इट कंप्लीटली एज N-butyronitrile. नाउ टेल मी द कॉमन नेम. कॉमन नेम इज अल्काइल साइनाइड वाला नेम.
Propyl. N propyl cyanide.
Correct. Sip propyl would be incomplete again, so it will be N-propyl cyanide. And the IUPAC will be
Butane 1 cyanide.
uh-huh.
Sorry, nitrile.
See, writing cyanide and nitrile have a very important effect over here. When you write the cyanide, you are including the carbon in the cyanide wala name. That's why the alkyl group, if written, is with respect to the remaining 3 carbons. But when you are writing the nitrile, it is not containing the carbon in the name nitrile. Isliye we have to include the carbon in the parent chain. So just look at the name. When you write N-propyl cyanide, the cyanide includes this carbon of the functional group. But when in IUPAC you write the name nitrile, it is not containing the carbon of the functional group, and that is why the parent is of 4 carbon atom. It becomes butane nitrile. तो ये देखने में कंफ्यूजिंग लगता है, methyl cyanide and ethane nitrile. But if you understand the concept, methyl 1 carbon, cyanide 1 carbon, total 2 carbon वाला cyanide represent कर रहा है. And ethane nitrile में nitrile doesn't include the carbon, so the parent of 2 carbon represents the total 2 carbon का cyanide compound. समझा? Is this clear?
So,
Ninth one, the systematic name for the compound given So you are being given a condensed form of compound with the substituents of the propyl group. So if I just rewrite the structure with the substituent being observed properly, CH2 पे Br है, CH पे Cl है. The CH is having the CH2, CH2, CH3 propyl wala group, and the CH is also having CH2, CH2, CH3 propyl wala group. Then the CH is having the Br and CH2 is having the Cl. So the longest chain will be of how many carbons?
8.
8. And which will be the correct chain? Will it include the bromochloro?
No.
So which chain is the longest you are saying?
U chain.
The U chain. Okay. So if I select the U chain, I am getting two substituents which is having the bromo and chloro as a part of the substituent. And if I select some other chain, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ये तो 6 का आ रहा है. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. तो और कोई पॉसिबिलिटी में आपको 8 चेन कार्बन नहीं मिल रहा है. So the U chain would become the parent, right? So if this becomes a parent, numbering will be done from the left hand side bottom or the right hand side bottom.
Any side.
Any side, because the locants which you will be getting over here is 4 and 5. Lekin are the substituents symmetrical? Is it same on both the side?
No.
No. क्योंकि इसका नेम आकर करोगे तो this will become, क्या नाम होगा?
2 bromo 1 chloroethyl.
2 bromo 1 chloro ethyl. You have to name in the alphabetical order, and here it will be named as 1 bromo 2 chloro ethyl. बराबर. तो ये सब्स्टिट्यूएंट सिमेट्रिकल नहीं है. तो अब बताओ मुझे करेक्ट नंबरिंग कौन सा वाला होगा, लेफ्ट साइड और राइट साइड? हाँ,
The right.
the right side, because right side में you are getting the bromo का position 1, because जो अल्फाबेटिकल ऑर्डर में सब्स्टिट्यूएंट पहले आता है उसका नंबर भी पहले मिलना चाहिए. As per that rule, the correct numbering will be from the right side as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Clear? And now the name is simple. 4 पे 1 bromo 2 chloroethyl, 5 पे 2 bromo 1 chloroethyl, and the parent of 8 would be octane. Clear? Okay. 10th one. The carboxyl functional group COH is present in. Now there are some commercial names given: picric acid, barbituric acid, ascorbic acid, and aspirin. इसमें से दो कंपाउंड्स आपको हमेशा ध्यान में रखना जरूरी है, and in fact we will be learning in the chapters of organic chemistry, picric acid and aspirin. Picric acid is a phenolic compound with 3 nitro groups at the ortho and para position. In fact, the IUPAC name of picric acid is 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Now you must be wondering ki the functional group for this compound is phenol, but in the commercial name it's given the name as picric acid. Now the reason here is phenol as a independent compound is slightly acidic, but its acidic strength could be enhanced by attaching strong EWG. What is EWG?
Electron withdrawing group.
Electron withdrawing groups. And nitro is a very strong electron withdrawing group. So in the organic compound, a substituent like EWG, that is nitro, can enhance the acidic strength, and it enhances the acidic strength of this particular compound to so large value that it is having the K value or the acidic strength comparable with the carboxylic acid family. That is why commercially this phenolic compound is given a name as picric acid, which is highly explosive. तो ये एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ EWG से क्यों एनहांस होता है, नाइट्रो ग्रुप लगाने से क्या इफेक्ट होता है, ये सब हम when we talk about the mechanism and the effects for acidic and the basic strength, we'll discuss it. But picric acid is a phenolic compound with the nitro groups at 2, 4 and 6. And aspirin जो है, it is also an aromatic compound which is having the COH on the ring, which is benzoic acid, and OCOCH3 as a substituent, जिसको बोलते हैं acetoxy. Acetyl group with oxygen is called acetoxy. इसलिए इस कंपाउंड का नाम है 2-acetoxy benzoic acid. Heard about aspirin?
Yes, sir.
Where it is used?
For headache.
Headache. It's an analgesic. Analgesic मतलब pain killer. So it's used in the form of the painkiller. Similarly, paracetamol भी इसी family में आता है, analgesics के family में. So aspirin is an aromatic carboxylic acid and it contains the COH group. Barbituric, ascorbic नहीं याद रखना है, जरूरत नहीं है. So question है कि carboxyl group is present in, it will be option D. Fine.
Yes, sir.
13th question. Which of the following is correct structure of 3,3-dibromo, 2-chlorobutyl, 2-methyl propanoate? Now from the name, if I want to draw the structure, what will you start with? Achha, looking at the name, this compound is belonging to a family of
Ester.
ester, because the suffix clearly indicates that it is representing an ester. So that's C double bond O and O. Okay. अब, when you look at propanoate, it refers to 3-carbon parent. On which side? The side to the carbon, on the side of the oxygen?
Carbon.
Carbon. Propanoate refers to 3-carbon का parent with respect to this carbon considered as a part of the parent chain. ठीक है, तो अब यहाँ पर ये जो 2-methyl propanoate बोला है, इसका मतलब on this second carbon of the parent there is a methyl group. So this completes your 2-methyl propanoate. Clear? And अब oxygen के side पे you have this particular part entirely acting as a R dash वाला part. Remember na? Esters are named as RCOO R dash. So we name the R dash first, followed by R, and then end with OH. That's how the name could be broken down. अब इस oxygen के बाद you have 3,3-dibromo 2-chlorobutyl. So we will first draw a chain of 4 carbon, and with respect to oxygen, it will be numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4. जहाँ पे 3 पे 2 bromo है and 2 पे there is a chloro. Satisfying the valency, it will be ended like this. And now, can you identify the correct structure? Yes.
B.
Which one? Sorry, come again, Gautam.
B.
B. Yes. Just आपको ये match करना है with the bond line formula which is given. On the side of oxygen, you have a 4 carbon का parent, where second पे chloro है, third पे 2 bromo है. On the left side of the carbon, you have the isopropyl group. So if you visualize correctly, the correct answer is option B. So नाम से structure draw करना is very simple. You have all the information given in the name. Just break the parent and the substituent properly, and you can identify the correct structure. 15th, what is wrong? Which is wrong IUPAC name of chlorocyclohexane dione? क्लोरोसाइक्लोहेक्सेन डायोन का कौन सा गलत नाम है? फर्स्ट वन 3 chloro 1 4 cyclohexane dione. So नाम जो दिया है उससे you will write the structure, then you will analyze the IUPAC name and match it with what is given, and if it doesn't match, it means that was the incorrect IUPAC name. तो नाम से स्ट्रक्चर तो आप बना ही सकते हो, लेकिन वो करेक्ट नॉमेनक्लेचर है कि नहीं, दैट इज नॉट गारंटीड. So cyclohexane dione with 1,4 matlab you have 2 ketonic groups at opposite carbons, and 3 chloro matlab I can place a Cl over here. So is this a correct name? If you were to name the compound, what would be the nomenclature? What would be the correct nomenclature? Or is it already given correct?
2 chloro.
It should have been 2 chloro, no? Because
Yeah.
1 and 4 तो आपका fixed positions ही है. But if you start the numbering from top and move in the clockwise, it will be incorrect because the chloro as a substituent is getting the higher position. So obviously it would have been 2 chlorocyclohexa or hexane 1,4 dione. मतलब यही आपका incorrect nomenclature है. अब second देखो तो 2 chloro 1,3 cyclohexane dione obviously is correct because 1 and 3 के बीच में the second carbon is having a chloro substituent. Then 4 chloro 1,3 cyclohexane dione is also correct because अगर 1 and 3 पे रहेगा तो numbering has to go in the clockwise and the fourth position will have the chloro. Then 1 3 पे dione होगा और 5 पे, तो they are actually at the alternate positions. So that would obviously be the correct numbering. Next, 17th. The correct IUPAC name of di third butyl ether are di third butyl ether. So what is a third butyl group?
C surrounded by 3 CH3 and a
Perfect.
radical.
C surrounded with 3 methyl groups is third butyl, and obviously it's an alkyl radical, so there will be an unshared valency here. And now it's a symmetrical ether with both sides of the divalent oxygen surrounded by the third butyl group. What is the IUPAC name of ether? How do you name CH3OC2H5 in IUPAC?
One
Remember?
oxomethyl ethane.
Ether as a functional group has the least priority, and that's why it is always considered to be a substituent which is named as ether as a substituent is named as alkoxy, alkyl with oxygen, alkoxy. And that's why the IUPAC name of ether is alkoxy-alkane. Alkoxy-alkane. अब alkoxy-alkane में if the two alkyl groups are different, then obviously the smaller one will be alkoxy and the bigger carbon chain will be considered as a parent. So now, based on the general nomenclature, what is the correct name?
Methoxyethane.
Yes. So that is the IUPAC name for the ethers, methoxyethane. अब दोनों तरफ अगर सेम रहेगा तो किसी को भी पेरेंट बनाओ किसी को भी सब्स्टिट्यूएंट डजंट मैटर, इट्स अ सिमेट्रिकल ईथर. ठीक है, सो लेट्स कंसीडर दिस पार्ट ऑफ द ether as a substituent which could be called alkoxy, and this will become the parent chain. Now इस parent के लिए how many carbons will be considered in the longest?
Two.
Longest chain 2. Look at the vertical chain. It's not that you have to number the carbon chains starting from oxygen.
Then three.
Then 3. See, just realize that if I had CH3C, CH3, CH3 and a OH, alcohol होता, तो फिर longest chain कितने कार्बन का सिलेक्ट करते हैं, 2 या 3?
Three.
3, because OH is a non-carbon functional group. तो non-carbon functional group रहेगा तो it should be a part of the parent chain. मतलब it should be bonded to the carbons of the parent chain. वहां से नंबरिंग करना है वैसा कुछ नहीं है, because it can exist in the middle of the carbon chain. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So the longest chain will not be of 2 carbon, it will be 3 carbon. So this second carbon will now have this entire group as a substituent and methyl also as a substituent. ठीक है, तो एक तरीका है कि you can consider this alkoxy as third butyl derivative, and that is why it will be 2 tert butoxy 2 methyl propane. 2 tert butoxy 2 methyl propane. ठीक है, ये भी एक करेक्ट नेम है. अब if I want to give the IUPAC name to tert butoxy, ये tert butoxy को अगर if I want to give the IUPAC name, then what would be the longest chain for this alkoxy group?
Two carbon.
2 कार्बन. और अगर यहाँ पर ऑक्सीजन के रिस्पेक्ट से आप नंबरिंग करो तो व्हाट वुड बी द नेम?
1,1 dimethyl ethyl.
Not ethyl. You have just named tert butyl. You were supposed to name tert butoxy. 1,1 dimethyl तो दोनों में कॉमन रहेगा, but now the ethyl should change to
Ethoxy.
perfect because it's bonded with oxygen, na? So 1,1 dimethyl ethyl would be the IUPAC of tert butyl, but tert butoxy के लिए 1,1 dimethyl ethoxy. अब यहाँ पर we have selected the carbon chain with respect to oxygen and numbered from the radical where the oxygen was attached. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर instead of this 2 कार्बन का पेरेंट, आई कैन ऑल्सो सेलेक्ट 3 कार्बन का पेरेंट, और उस केस में इसका एक और नाम हो सकता है, दैट इज 2 मिथाइल 2 प्रोपॉक्सी, 2 मिथाइल 2 प्रोपॉक्सी, and both the names are considered as valid for the ethers. मतलब एक्चुअली इसके मल्टीपल नेम्स हो सकते हैं। एक हो गया 2, मतलब एक हो गया अल्कोक्सी अल्केन, where the bigger alkoxy group with respect to the alkyl group could be directly named as alkoxy. So this is the accepted IUPAC name. Accepted IUPAC name है ये, ठीक है। Then if I consider 1,1 dimethyl ethoxy, then I will be writing 2 in the bracket 1,1 dimethyl ethoxy, dimethyl ethoxy, 2 methyl and propane. 2 methyl propane का parent तो हमेशा सेम ही रहेगा. What is changing is the substituent वाला name. And एक और नाम, if I consider this as 2 methyl 2 propoxy, then it will be 2 methyl as the substituent, then 2 methyl propoxy as a whole substituent, propoxy, and the parent of 3 carbon as propane. मतलब कंसिडर करो कि ये आपका पेरेंट है और ये दोनों सब्स्टिट्यूएंट है. So if I consider this as substituent, it is methyl, and this entire substituent can be named as 2-methyl prop-2-oxy या 2-methyl propoxy. मतलब अगर ऑक्सीजन के रेडिकल से नंबर किया तो फिर 1,1 dimethyl ethoxy, and if you consider the longest chain of 3 carbon, then 2-methyl 2-propoxy would also be the correct name. Clear?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, सो ये एक अच्छा एग्जांपल था इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग द नॉमेनक्लेचर ऑफ ईथर्स. वैसे भी ईथर्स, व्हेन वी एक्चुअली मूव टू द ऑर्गेनिक चैप्टर ऑफ द 12th सिलेबस, वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग दिस नॉमेनक्लेचर इन डिटेल. सो यहाँ पर जो दिया है, इट्स अ मिक्सचर ऑफ ऑल द ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स का नॉमेनक्लेचर गिवन टुगेदर. So when we look at the individual chapters, obviously I will be discussing few of the examples before starting with the chapter. I will not be discussing in much detail, but यहाँ पर मैं थोड़ा introduction आपको nomenclature का दूंगा. Fine with this?
Yes, sir.
So what are the correct IUPAC names? This was a multiple correct question. Looking at the names, the correct answer will be check करो. This wala name is not applicable.
A
And
and
just
C.
2-propoxy is not correct. So A and C would be valid. Eighteenth, which of the following can be IUPAC name of the compound C4H8O2? Now, just by looking at C4H8O2, क्या strike हुआ?
Alkene O2.
Alkene O2, which represents
Acid or ester.
acid or ester. Perfect. Acid or ester with Du equal to
1.
1. So which of the following can be IUPAC name of the compound C4H8O2? First one butanoic acid.
Yes.
It can represent a 4-carbon carboxylic acid. Then butane diol.
No.
What's the problem? Diol means 2 aldehyde groups.
Du
U was only one.
The du will change to 2 over here, but the du as expected should be 1. So dial can't fit into this particular formula. Okay. Next, ethyl ethanoate.
Yes.
Valid because it's a 4 carbon wala ester as per the formula will fit. And methyl propanoate will
Yes.
also be correct because it's an isomer of ethyl ethanoate only. Fine. Okay. 21st. What is true regarding the compound shown below? Option A, it may be butanoic, propanoic anhydride. Now in acid anhydride, if the two alkyl groups are same, then we just write alkanoic anhydride with respect to the number of carbon in one of the carbonyl ka chain. But if the two alkyl groups are different, then you have to name it as alkanoic anhydride. So this part will give you butanoic and this part will give you propanoic. In the alphabetical order, it can be named as butanoic propanoic anhydride. So it is a correct name. Option A is correct. Then it may be 2-methyl propanoic anhydride. There is a very important observation with regards to the structure given. In any of the structure, whenever they write C3H7, you should always have a question whether this is
N or
N
I.
or I.
N or iso. मतलब given C3H7 और अगर specifically multiple option वाला question है तो आप इस structure को दो ways में visualize कर सकते हो. One with a N propyl group and other with a isopropyl group. So N propyl जब रहेगा तो it will be CH3 CH2 CH2 3 double bond OO C double bond O and C2H5. Or it can also be represented as CH3CH3, that is isopropyl group, and then C double bond OO, C double bond O, C2H5. So with regards to first structure, it is named as butanoic propanoic anhydride correctly. And अगर next structure देखोगे तो यहाँ पर the parent will be of 3 carbon with methyl becoming a substituent. So now it could also be named as 2-methyl propanoic anhydride. Samjha?
Yes, sir.
So the moment you see C3H7, C4H9, specifically propyl या butyl groups, remember for propyl there are 2 variations and for butyl there are 4 variations. तो जब तक आपको C4H9 का ओपन अप स्ट्रक्चर नहीं पता हो वो कोई भी पॉसिबल स्ट्रक्चर हो सकता है. We can't just assume it as N-propyl or N-butyl and just name the compound. ठीक है, जब सिंगल ऑप्शन होगा तो हम अज्यूम करेंगे वो स्ट्रेट चेन है. ठीक है, जब सिंगल ऑप्शन होगा तो जस्ट अज्यूम इट्स अ स्ट्रेट चेन. बट व्हेन इट इज मल्टीपल then it is always to be related with the possible alkyl chains. So A and B are correct. It's an isomer of dioic acid.
Can't be.
No, it can't be an isomer of dioic acid. And it's a mixed anhydride. Mixed anhydride matlab the R and R dash of the anhydride is different. तो जैसे ईस्टर्स में RO R dash अगर R R dash डिफरेंट है तो इसको मिक्स्ड ईथर बोलते हैं. कीटोन में अगर RCO R dash है with R and R dash different, it's a mixed ketone. वैसे ही अनहाइड्राइड में if you have R and R dash different, then it's a mixed anhydride. और अगर सेम होगा तो it's a simple anhydride. There is a simple anhydride and a mixed anhydride. Simple matlab the two groups are same, and mixed matlab the two groups are different. So ABD will be correct. Clear?
Yes, sir.
(22) What could be the correct IUPAC name of compounds with molecular formula C4H8O2? Once again, just by looking at the formula, we can visualize as alkene O2 representing the acids and ester with a DU equal to 1. So options are butanoic acid, yes, 4-carbon carboxylic acid, methyl propanoate, D represent करेगा, अभी देखा हमने, and 2-butene 1,4-diol. Will this be fitting in this formula? 2-butene 1,4-diol. सी नाम से क्या समझा? ब्यूटीन.
1.
The DU is equal to 1 and diol मतलब there are 2 OH groups मतलब 2 ऑक्सीजन है और कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन as per the DU will be automatically balanced. तो अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर ना भी लिखो तो भी ये इस फॉर्मूला में बैठेगा, वो समझ में आ सकता है. ठीक है, मतलब एसिड एस्टर्स के अलावा अल्कीन O2 कैन रिप्रेजेंट एन अनसैचुरेटेड डाइऑल. It can in fact also represent an unsaturated diether. Yes. अरे समझ में.
Sir, can you repeat?
See, with DU equal to 1, this particular formula can also represent an unsaturated diol. Because unsaturated मतलब समझ में आता है DU 1 है. Diol मतलब there will be 2 oxygen atoms. Now, once you know that its DU is 1 and there are 2 oxygen atoms, if you identify the molecular formula of unsaturated diol, it is going to satisfy CnH2nO2. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, अगर diol है, तो we know that alcohol is an isomer of
Ether.
ether. तो ये unsaturated diether भी represent कर सकता है. Can you think of something else? और क्या represent कर सकता है ये? DU 1 है and there are 2 oxygen atoms.
Cyclic diol.
Yes, because DU equal to 1 साइक्लो के लिए भी तो applicable है. तो साइक्लिक चेन में 2 OH ग्रुप्स अगर होंगे तो भी ये फॉर्मूला सेटिस्फाई करेगा. जैसे if I have a cyclobutane with 2 OH groups on the adjacent carbon, if you look at the molecular formula, it's going to satisfy C4H8O2. Yes or no? और ये साइक्लिक डाईईथर भी रिप्रेजेंट करेगा. तो ये सब पॉसिबिलिटीज है फॉर C4H8O2 या CnH2nO2 वाले फॉर्मूला का. मैंने सिर्फ आपको एसिड एस्टर दिया है, लेकिन उसके अलावा these are all the other compounds which this formula can represent. इनफैक्ट मैंने अल्किन O के लिए तो पॉसिबिलिटी दिया ही था ना. What does CnH2nO refer to or represent? ये क्या क्या रिप्रेजेंट करेगा?
aldehyde, ketone,
Hmm. Unsaturated
and
alcohol,
alcohol, ether,
unsaturated ether,
or
yes.
cyclic alcohol or ether.
साइक्लिक अल्कोहल, साइक्लिक ईथर, मतलब ये सारी पॉसिबिलिटी समझ में आ जाती है. ठीक है. So once you start understanding the concept of DU and the common compounds which it can represent, then identifying the other compounds is not difficult. So C will also be fitting in this formula. Butane diol will obviously not, because अभी अभी हमने देखा डायल में DU2 हो जाएगा, so वो applicable नहीं है. Okay, then we have the comprehension. Carbonyl group is a functional group called as carbonyl, but ketone, aldehyde, acid, and their derivatives all contain this group. This group, क्या लिखा है? Invisible. All contains this group.
Sometimes
Sometimes it becomes difficult to identify the correct functional group during IUPAC naming. तो ये क्या बोल रहा है कि कार्बोनाइल ग्रुप इज प्रेजेंट इन मेनी ऑफ द फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स. इट्स अ फंक्शनल ग्रुप कॉल्ड अ कार्बोनाइल, but ketone contains as it is. Aldehyde has a H bonded with this. Then carboxylic acid में ये हो जाता है OH, ester में हो जाता है OR-, असाइल क्लोराइड में हो जाता है Cl. ठीक है. मतलब कार्बोनाइल इज अ पार्ट ऑफ मेनी ऑफ द फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स. इसलिए मैंने बार बार बोला है कि जब CO और OH साथ में दिखे तो यू कांट डिस्टिंग्विश इट एज कीटोन एंड हाइड्रोक्सी या अल्कोहल. Collectively this will represent a carboxylic acid. वैसे ही COCl will not be a ketone and a chloride, it will be a carbonyl chloride as a whole. So that is what the paragraph refers to. So now this is the formula given: CH3N with a CH3, carbonyl, CH2 carbonyl, CH2, CHPBr and OCH3. So now the question is oxygen 1 here, and oxygen 2 and oxygen 3. Here this H and the CH3 is missing. वो 3 नहीं है, CH3 होना चाहिए. Okay, so तीनों question में oxygen 1, 2, 3 is a part of what functional group, that is asked. So oxygen 1 over here is a part of,
3-degree amide.
yes, because this carbonyl is bonded to the nitrogen atom. So it's not a ketonic group, it's now an amide, and to be specific, it's a 3-degree amide group. Okay, so 25 का D है, 26. Carbonyl is a part of
Ketone.
now this is a simple ketone group, so ये ketone का part है, option C. and 27 में this oxygen, एक मिनट, नहीं ये ऐसा नहीं है, it is C double bond O and Br. हाँ, this bonding is missing, ये double होना चाहिए. So now this carbonyl is a part of
Acyl halide.
acyl halide. That's it. Okay. Okay, fine. So I have completed up to DPP 1.3. There is more to the nomenclature part of the polyfunctional compounds, then cyclic, and then the bicyclo and spiro. Bicyclo and spiro is something that I'll be discussing for advanced. So next week, my nomenclature, and we'll also start with some of the structural isomerism. I request you to at least go through 1.4, 1.5, and 1.6, which covers aromatic compounds. ठीक है, उसके डाउट्स में डिस्कस कर लूंगा, एंड देन 1.7 इज बाइसाइक्लो एंड स्पाइरो व्हिच आई विल डिस्कस इन डिटेल. ओके.
Yes, sir.